Oh, this one's like all blurry as shit.
Wipe the camera off. It's better to use a cloth. Easier. Just don't lose which way you started going.
Alright.
Sorry, guys. We had to
switch.
I ran out of memory in my phone, so.
Yeah, this camera's not all that good.
Referred to in the 18th century as the Road to Stone Arabia and ran across the Cadetta Creek, parallel to Hall Creek, making its way to north to south through Johnson's land. While there was likely branches from his road leading to other parts of the Johnson estate, this main road would have been the route that brought guests, travelers, and shipments of goods to Johnson Hall periodically. Workmen were paid for surveying and measuring the road. A man named John DeVee measured the road to Stonerby, and crew under Johnson's bowmaster Thomas Flood surveyed the road in 1770.
Yep.
Well, it looks here. It looks like there's a bunch of these signs throughout the whole entire area.
Yep.
We'll head up the ones that we see, and then we'll head up the hill. Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you.
We'll head up the hill.
Have you ever been curious about like what's that way? Like,
yeah, there's another sign down here.
Maybe that might lead us to the wooden one. No? Maybe there's more in here and we're just... I mean... Oh, God. Oh, guys, sorry for the darkness. This phone is really not the best.
The wash house. On the 1774 inventory at Johnson Hall, several brass kettles are listed as being located at the wash house by Yee Creek. An 18th century wash house would be used to launder clothing as well as table and family linens. The structure usually contained a hearth.
Huh?
Hearth?
Where are you reading? Hearth.
Hearth? Whatever.
Hearth.
And was located near a source of water, as clothes would be generally boiled, agitated in large kettles in the wash house, and then hung to dry. Washing clothes was a hot and comfortable labor-intensive process, largely considered woman's work in the 18th century, and was chiefly performed by female servants or slaves. In 1755, Johnson describes the domestic work done at the household, saying that the laundry maid was to see the family linen, table linen, and towels twice a week.
You know what that makes me think of with the whole washing the clothes in the kettle thing?
What?
Willy Wonka. Remember how Charlie's mom was doing the clothes? That's what they did.
Oh, there's your body of water. Actually, here, show them.
Oh.
You guys can't really.
Oh.
You guys can't really tell. Turn around. That way.
Oh.
Come here. Keep your camera that way.
Okay.
That way, there is a creek or a river.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call it.
Which you can pretty much tell that's probably one of the reasons why it's cold.
Well, and I was just explaining to them that that's probably why that was there, because it said it was nearly by a body of water.
True.
So that's why. Oh, here's another sign.
Yeah.
I believe people live there.
Oh yeah, I got my other phone on me.
There you go.
You know what I could do? I can use this for extra lighting.
The Indian Trade House. Sir William built many of his contacts and his early wealth through the fur trade, a fact that was illustrated by the existence of an Indian trade house at Johnson Hall. The trade house was a one-story structure with a loft located roughly 40 feet from a road running through the property. In addition to housing items for trade with natives, the building would have stored goods referred to as presents given to natives during councils held at Johnson Hall as an affirmation of goodwill and friendship. Some of these trade items included clay pipes, guns, ammunition, tinkler cones, trade blankets, glass beads, wampum, jaw harps, and much more. That's pretty nifty.
There, I got a light shining on you too to show where you're going. So I got the light on you as you.
Another one up here. We'll check out this one. Pretty much we'll hit as many of these as we can.
Guys, I gotta apologize for the phone. My phone ain't really all that good, and we should have bought the GoPro.
Yeah, there's the Northeast Stone House. In keeping... Hold on, let me catch my breath. Whew. In keeping with 18th century Georgian model of symmetry, A second stone house was constructed across this courtyard around the same time. This stone house, however, was destroyed by fire in 1866 and has been reconstructed to match the original. Much like the Northwest Stone House, this building was built as a defensive structure, but was also never used for that purpose.
Indeed, it was likely a more domestic structure utilized by servants and slaves, though it is not known specifically. There is evidence to suggest that it may have been used as servants' quarters, housing for small detachments of British troops, storage, and for cooking at various times during Sir William's occupation of Johnson Hall.
And what's cool is they show you little pictures.
Yep.
What? It's like plastic.
That's cool. That is cool. Oh, look around the trial. The thing is, too, is my shoes have like the air openings, so water's getting in the shoe.
Oh, mine too. Can you see that? The building?
I can. Yeah, I got a good view of it.
So this might be the entrance.
I don't know. You can't tell. I would think though. I think that place was used before as something else. Oh, but oh my god, what is this? A well?
Yep.
Used to be a well.
It is a well.
Keep off. How deep?
Can you see down there?
See if I can get a shot of how deep it is. Yeah, I think this already got an idea. I really don't want to drop my phone down.
Here, come back and show him.
Yeah.
Cool little well.
Made out of the original structure fashion.
Yeah. That's pretty neat. Maybe it'll say something over here about that.
The only thing is though, the only thing I can come across my mind about that well, the ring. Oh boy.
The West Stone House. The West Stone House is the only original structure other than the mansion remaining at Johnson Hall. This building was designed to serve as a defense structure, however, it was also utilized for storage and domestic use. It may have served as barracks for small detachments of British troops in 1763 to 64. At the time of Sir William's death, the 1774 probate inventory list the building as the, I'm not going to say it.
What?
West Stone House.
Oh, that's Negro room. West Stone House.
Maybe, right?
No, it's Negro.
Document lists simple accommodations in this room, including the blanket and pine table and several plates. Slaves living in this stone house were probably household servants given the structures.
What?
I swear I just heard something walking behind me. Structure's proximity to the main house. And that is spooky because I am so sure I just heard something walking up behind me.
It doesn't seem kind of weird, like you didn't hear it till after I said the word Negro. Like maybe they took offense to it. I was just reading a sign. I have nothing. I have no, I'm not racist.
I'm pretty sure this was. I thought this was a cemetery, but I guess it isn't. It's just like flowers.
They probably moved them.
Unless this used to be, and then they took it out.
Huh. You know what? You know what's funny? When we were just looking in there, I heard it sounded like the grass was being stepped on.
Yeah. That's right here over there. Sound like someone's going.
Yeah, but this time though, when we were standing right there, it sounded like right there, like just past the path.
It sounded like that right behind my. It sounded like.
But it wasn't just. It was just like it just stepped once and stopped before we turned around. That's weird. That's epic. Cold, but epic.
The landscape of Johnson Hall. Kind of gives you some pictures of what it used to look like.
Yeah.
And then over here, Johnson spent hours in his bedchamber and office meeting with Native American leaders and Crown officials. Here, a guest would find all kinds of furs, mirrors, trinkets, and pipes. Stacks of papers, books, and documents were everywhere. Look at this.
What? Dude. I just heard another one, like a footstep right here on this gravel.
Yeah, well. The painting above the mantle is an 1838 portrait of William Johnson by Matthew Pratt. 1838. Can you believe that?
Wow.
So, I mean, this thing goes back.
Okay.
I'm just...
I think something's like following us, dude.
Honestly, it could be, but I wanna... Here, come on here. Get in the light.
Yeah, what a good lighting. Oh. Like, the fruit, okay, see that walk path right there?
Yeah.
When we were right there, it sounded like it was like right there in the grass over there. Like but it wasn't like 2 steps, it was like 1 step. And then just like
when
it stopped.
I heard it, when we were reading that sign over there, I heard it like some scurrying.
Like over there?
Through the grass behind me, yeah. Like it actually
Was like going.
made me like look, yeah. Not like fast, but like yeah. Anyways, listen guys.
Like soldiers like walking.
I don't know. We are going to we'll come back here. Like you kind of got a good idea what it looks like at night, but I really want to give you guys an idea what it looks like during the day, so you can actually see the structures, see what we see.
Pretty much, yeah.
And if you go back that way more, there's actually more things that we can look at. We can actually get a good look at the
Oh man, fucking hands are fucking red. Oh, fuck.
We'll get a good look at the little creek back there and what that looks like. We'll get you a really good idea of how everything is. So, definitely, we're going to get back to the car. We'll end it off in the car because it's a little cold out here. For Zach, anyway. That's the power of being fat. I ain't cold. I mean, I'm a little cold, but not freezing. I mean, your damn hands beat red from it.
Yeah. Oh, I still got that feeling like something's following us. Like something's watching. Oh. Oh.
Yo, you just take that off, quickly.
What?
Your seat.
What about it?
Will you wipe it off? Like stand up and wipe it off.
Oh, yeah.
Chocolate cheese all over it.
Oh, boy. Still filming, too.
Before we start the heat, we'll end the video. But thank you guys for watching.